Oftentimes, the greatest challenges that we face in life are when things don't go the way we had planned, when life just doesn't go the way we thought it would or we had hoped and wished for. And I know this has happened to you. I'm sure. I know it's happened for me, where you find yourself replaying conversations, situations in your mind over and over. And no matter how hard you try, your mind just won't let it go. It's those crazy making moments of wishing and hoping and wanting that, of course, make you very human. And there's a reason why your mind is rebelling, but it's so uncomfortable. We just don't know that there's a way out. My name is Kristen Resmo. I'm a holistic nurse and a trauma-informed healer. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about rumination and why we do it, what causes it, and finally, how to quiet the mind and to come back to peace. So rumination is when our mind gets stuck replaying in the past, where you're analyzing and overthinking, which is a form of overfunctioning, replaying and revisiting painful things, but you're never really finding relief. And that's how you know you're ruminating, is you can just never find rest and closure and completion. It feels in the moment like it's problem solving, but really it's just mental spinning. And that mental spinning can lead to emotional states that feel heavy or sad or even create anxiety. And it's this sort of sense of why. Why did this happen? Why did this person treat me this way? Or why didn't I do or say something different? Like, if only, if only, if only, if only I had stood up for myself. If only I could go back to the past and change it, I would feel so much better right now. And maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. But what's actually happening here is that your mind is trying to give you a sense of control and a sense of agency. So you're going to go back to the past, replay certain scenarios in your mind, seeing where you could have made adjustments and changes in an effort to keep yourself safe and to prevent you from experiencing present day harm and future harm. So again, you're ruminating, going back to a place where you have no agency, trying to find a sense of agency and control so that you can feel safe. So again, your intentions are good, and yet it can drive you crazy because you can't get out of the mental looping. And you want to think of this mental looping as patterns that get locked in your brain. But once you understand that you're in a pattern, you can also understand, oh, wait a second, I can stop. I actually have agency here, and I can now move out of this and create a sense of safety and peace in this moment. If you have a temperament that's rooted in perfectionism or where you have deep empathy for other people, which is like feeling responsible for other people's feelings, your nervous system is trying to finish a story that never had closure. So again, without closure, the negative thoughts loop into negative emotions, which can lead to more negative thoughts, which can actually lead to body pain and body tension. So we do want to break the cycle, and there are ways that you can break the cycle. One of the first things you want to do when you notice that you're overthinking, overanalyzing, and just replaying scenarios in your mind is to tell yourself to stop. Stop. I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking. I'm ruminating. And as soon as you name it, you can actually start to shift out of it. You want to watch it carefully and then gently say to yourself, it's just too much mental energy. And this awareness begins to break that automatic cycle. It just puts a stopgap into that thinking pattern. And the next thing you want to do is stop and breathe. Just breathe deeply. Just take a deep breath and feel that breath as it moves into your body. Actually really feel the breath. And as you exhale, feel yourself letting it go. So use the breath to bring your attention, your energy, and your awareness back to your body. And as you exhale, just feel yourself releasing. You can even give yourself a visual where you're breathing in waves of, say, golden light, and you're breathing out gray matter. So you're giving your mind a cue, and you're giving your mind something to play with like using your imagination to move energy through your breath. The next thing you might want to do is practice meditation when you have time. Sit down for just 5, 10, 20 minutes a day. You can even go to my website, soulawakening.com or kristenresmo.com to get you started in my free media library. These are basic meditations that help you stop, breathe, get your awareness back into your body where you can start to feel safe. You can take a meditation class. You can join a group. This is a practice that will help you get a connection back to yourself and get a connection back to the way you're feeling right here, right now, so that things can shift in your energy over time. The next thing you might want to do is journal so you give your thoughts a voice. And you can start by just writing out all the things that are driving you crazy. You want to get it out of your system. And you can even write down, what does this part of me that's so upset need me to know right now? There's a part of me that needs to feel seen and heard and understood. What is it that you want me to know? And then just start writing. It doesn't matter. You just want to start this dialogue with yourself And this dialogue is one that includes clarity and compassion and empathy towards yourself so you can soften the shame. So you can then start to bring an awareness back to yourself that you did the best you could with what you had at the time. And you can do better now. You can do different now. And here you are. You made it through. You survived that situation. And now you can make a better choice. When we ruminate, we tend to catastrophize. So we want to stop that catastrophic thinking and return to the moment. It sounds so simple. It's not easy, but it's effective. You also might want to reframe your thinking. So when you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, like there's so much bad happening in the world, you also want to remind yourself there's so much good. And what you focus on grows, and what you put your attention on and you give your energy to, you begin to activate in your life, even in this moment. You might say, I really messed up bad, but I can do better now. I don't like the way I handled it, but I would handle it differently today. And from there, you have a positive foundation to basically step off of, trusting that, again, what you focus on grows over time. I also can teach you some therapeutic hypnosis techniques that help bring your mind out of rumination. It's a way to rewrite those neural pathways away from the negative and towards the positive through positive memory recall, which is the recollection of all of the strengths that you already possess, all of the goodness that you already have inside of you, and how you can harness that goodness and create a new result in your life now, and positive future projection. So I can teach you these things that your mind can learn so your body can rest. And in closing, rumination will lose its grip on you when you meet yourself with compassion instead of judgment. The goal isn't to stop thinking, but it's to bring love and reframing patterns and recognize that your thinking has been trying to protect you all along. And that allows you to soften it. I'm just trying to stay safe. I'm just trying to keep myself protected, but I am safe and I am protected. If this content resonates with you, please like, share, or subscribe. Please feel free to book a discovery session with me and we can go over your own unique situation. And I think the most important thing is to remember that you're not broken at all, that rumination is just an overzealous attempt to keep you safe. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And I look forward to next time. Until then, take good care. Bye-bye.